Welcome to day 2 of your 10-day introductory program. Yesterday we touched on the breath, we worked through some foundation poses. We're going to start with the breath again, revisit those poses, add a few more, increase our flow, increase the movement, especially through the hips, through the belly, through the back, that core region that's so important. We spend so much of our lives sitting. We spend so much of our lives in forward bends. We need to release this area, open it up, and get it moving again. So remember with the work with the breath, hands on the bellies, 5 breath through the nose, down into the bottom of the belly, exhale once again through the nose. And continue that slow and steady breath as we move through our practice today. Good. Starting off in our mountain pose, pressing down through the feet. We're going to inhale, extending high with the hands. Extended mountain pose. Just like we did yesterday, we're going to start off the same flow, bending the knees, forward fold, release the head, and then inhale through to a flat back, gazing directly down at the mat, and really squeeze the shoulder blades together and extend through the crown of the head. Good. Hands back down to mat, forward fold, soften the knees, and then slowly roll up. And extend high. Through the extended mountain, press the hands together. Come back for our mountain pose. Okay, we remember that? Well, let's add on now, because this is day 2 by the end of the day. Coming through to the top of our mat. We'll inhale. Extended mountain pose, exhale, hinging at the hips, soften the knees, come all the way down. Let the lower back and let the neck go. Inhale, hands through the shins, flatten the back, reaching long. And then hands come back down to mat, step the feet back, and our good old friend, downward dog. Keep pressing the upper body away, even bending the knees. Bend the knees here. And push into the heels of the hands, the index fingers, and press the upper body away. And then, without moving the shoulders, begin lifting the hips, lifting the sitting bones, and the heels will magically start making their way, hopefully, making their way down to the mat. They don't have to touch the mat. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Every day, a little bit closer. Good. From here, you can drop down on the knees, or stay up on the toes, but coming through to high plank. Engage that belly. Switch that belly on and press down through the outside of the shoulders to round the back. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale, untuck the toes, press the feet into the mat. And reach with the chest through our cobra pose. Good. Pressing back up through a tabletop. This time I'm going to add on a little bit here, a little bit of a spine opener and release. So from here, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, we're going to begin warming up the lower back through our cat-cow pose. With our cow pose, we inhale, lifting the crown of the head, drop the belly, lift the sitting bones, exhale, chin comes to the chest. Just like our plank, we start rounding through the upper back, but we continue to round, lifting the upper back high and tucking the sitting bones in. Do that a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, press down through your mat. Try and breathe through the nose, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. And keep working a couple more times. This is a wonderful poses. We're just creating a bit of movement, creating a little bit of mobility through the spine. Good. Coming back through tabletop. And we'll move back through the flow we had before. So hands come a little bit further forward, tucking the toes, press back through our downward dog. And we're going to add on our low lunge today. So either dropping to the knee, bringing the right foot forward inside of and in line with our front fingers, or stepping forward, remaining on the back knee.
Once again, your choice. We can start today with the knee.
The left hip presses forward, right hip presses back. As we begin to open through the chest. Even bring the hands to the knee, or the hands can remain on the mat. But start lifting the chest up, lifting the belly up off the front knee into our low lunge. Good. Hands come back down to mat, and then step back through a downward dog. Good. Drop down to the knee again. Left foot comes forward, inside of the left wrist, making sure the ankle and the knee are aligned as a minimum, and the toes and the fingers are in the same line. Right hip starts to press down. Take the shoulder heads back, lead with the chest, and sink down. Feel strong opening through the hip flexor as well as the groin. Good. Hands back to mat. Tuck the toes. I'm going to step back through downward dog. Good. Gaze in between the hands. Walk the feet forward. Back into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the knees soft. Extended mountain, and back through mountain pose. Now let's do the same flow, but we'll put all that together. Ground through the mat, find the mountain pose, extending high, reaching, open the chest, peel back the shoulders, separate the collarbones, and reach for the crown of the head. Inhale, reaching high, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands back to mat. Step back into downward dog. Lifting the hips high. And come forward into our high plank. We can drop down to the knees here. Elbows touch the side, ribs lower all the way down to your mat. And then lift the chest high. Squeezing the heels of the hands back towards the hips and activate through the legs into our cobra. Lower the chest. Come up through tabletop. Inhale into our cow pose. Exhale into our cat. Round the back, pressing high. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then tucking the toes under. Pressing the hips high. Back through a downward dog. Right leg steps forward inside of right wrist. Either on the knee or dropping down. Press the left hip forward into our low lunge. Scoop the chest up off the front knee. Release the hands back down. Right leg steps back. Left leg steps forward. Inhale, scoop the chest. Low lunge. Exhale, hands back down to mat. Tuck the back toes. Step back to downward dog. Gazing between the hands. Walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up. Keep the knees soft. Reaching high with the hands. And come back down through our mountain pose. Well done. That's day 2. Adding a little bit more movement through the hips. Adding a little bit more movement through to the lower back. Through our cat-cows, through our low lunges. Well done. That's a sequence you can use as many times as you like. As we go, as we move through to tomorrow, once again, we're going to add some more poses to that. But start with this, and remember that that breath is your guide. Remember to use the power of the breath to move through the poses. It'll direct you. It'll give you the speed. It'll give you the timing. It'll give you the depth in your poses. Well done today. Good job, and we look forward to seeing you on the mat tomorrow.